and this will continue indefinitely.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. And neither do you. Envoy, I want to show you something.
Какво ще ме показва тази, бе? О, лицето си ли? За първи път виждам една тази лицето. О, ех, майко. То това е скелет ли, бе, бат?
I swore an oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so, gladly. Sapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, you never had a choice.
Вижте тук какво пише Gods, what are you?
An avowed servant of a higher power, much like you.
She's a death guard, obviously. One of nature's little mistakes. Too dead to live. Too stubborn to die.
Silence. And what makes you so sure the decision is truly yours? Sapadal has been whispering in your ear, guiding you, influencing you. You owe Sapadal nothing, and yet they demand everything. That is not devotion. It's cruel.
What an amateur. She accuses Sapadal of what she intends to inflict on you. Don't fall for it.
Yes, quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both options will bring harm. The question is, which will bring more good?
Какъв избор да вземам сега? Това. 3. Нищо не избирам.
Perhaps not. But one of these solutions will bring an end to the matter in Shatterscarp. Remember the village and the statue it couldn't repair. Remember the lesson I tried to teach you. None of our lives matters. Not when they might cost us the future. Now choose, Envoy. Destroy the ruins and the dream thralls, but allow the plague to keep spreading. Or sever the Adra and end the plague in Shatterscarp with an unknowable number of casualties.
She toys with you with innocent lives, while I offer only the truth.
Да. Трябва да се съветвам тъй на собствена глава.
Good people die either way, but severing the Adra shortens their suffering, I hope.
Breaking the Adra is a bold choice, but it's such a terrible cost. If only we had time to do it with some finesse. But Quilici, gods, if there's even a chance he could... No, I can't think of that right now. Then again, it's not as if I trust Ludwig. The dead have no right to choose for the living. I'm at a loss. Whatever you do, make sure you believe in it, because there's no going back.
Еми така, ето че дойде накрая да избера нещо. По-добре тая Рангрим.
Oh, what a relief. You really scared me there, envoy.
I don't like our options, but maybe we can learn something from this one. Let's just hope Kolichi is all right.
So be it. Sapadal's hold over you is stronger than I suspected.
Rune, strengthen the living leaves. We twine.
Attune your soul to Sapadal to assist my focus on the Adra. You're the only one who can do that part. And Yatsley, come, help me. I think you'll enjoy this.
Токсася. Магиосници си. О, дари ми още едно Godlike Ability. Пасивно. Така, сега трябва да говоря.
Godlike. Speak with me a moment. I am delighted to have been right about you. I was hoping you'd have the cold logic I wanted to see. We've dealt with the Dream Scourge, but you'll still have some cleaning up to do. Now that I know this was all because of a new god flailing in their cage, the Living Lands is no longer of interest to me. I'm sure she will try. She seemed quite incensed when she left. But that is for you to wrestle with. I'm done here. However, I have one final question for your young wizard.
For... me?
You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few can harness so much essence with ease. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone. Should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice. The rest of the circle do not often visit, which is good because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping, and rather delightful to boot.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really?
Да, сигурно ще ми даде избор дали да я пусна тая.
Wow. That would be... amazing! But I have to think about it. At the very least, the envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic is... tempting.
Yatsley, this is the chance for a lifetime. You don't need to choose now. Take your time. We can't lose you, Yatsley. We need you to stop Wildwin. Аре, пускам я.
Don't worry. My work will still be here when you're done with your godlike's quest. Whatever you decide, it will be some months before I depart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
Добре, не ли пуснах, бе? Или май трябваше да дам втор? Аз се мога да атакувам. Добре, къде трябва да отида сега? Това ли е главния квест? Speak to Temerti in Thirdborn. Добре.
We need to talk. You let a mad archmage unleash death with a spell. I need to know why. So because you don't trust her, you'll throw your lot in with something clearly worse?
You saw what she did to my home. Do you think she'll be merciful to yours?
Ludwig's a monster. But how can you say Ringram's any less of one?
Ringrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than we do, and we know more than most others do. She found a great solution, but it came with a great cost. What more could we expect?
Do you hear yourself? You both saw what kind of person she
Нещо
is.
се
The
разсърди.
twisted little world she built for herself. If ending the Dream Scourge means handing our fate to someone like her, then perhaps it's not worth the cost.
Kai, let's be honest. None of us are walking away from this with a clean conscience. But unless someone makes the tough decisions, the Dream Scourge will kill us all. Or worse. That means living with our nightmares. Embracing them if we must.
Right. Getting killed by monsters is one thing, but turning into one...
We stand here bickering while the solution is just over the horizon. Nothing matters but the garden. Shatterscarp, even Emerald Stair. They're distractions by comparison.
Я да си видя армера тоя. Му направя някакъв апгрейд, ама то няма тук хубави бонуси. Slowly regenerate health и 25 carry capacity. Я да го видя как изглежда. Той армор даже не изглежда готино, бе. Уж heavy armor, пък вижте, няма желязо. Моя white armor. И така книга легендарна, не знам откъде да си купя. Я да видя тук няма ли апгрейд някакъв. На макси.
could they? Vipers in... We...
Крашна. След 2 часа и половина крашна. Поне ме пуснал тука. Добре, отивам сега да говоря с Темерти. О, тук има някакви баунти мисии.
It's strange to see so few folks around now. I'll have to raise prices to account for...
3 dozen dead, of no apparent causes. They just fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest. What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow.
Така.
Sacrifices? Is that what you want to call it? Such a pretty word for so much death. Dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved ones scream for them. What was all this for? The costs were too great, Envoy. And you paid them with third-born blood. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones. You have my permission to go anywhere else. Get out of my sight, Envoy.
Тая не иска да ме вижда. Падна. Така. Сега това главния квест ли? Да. Enter. Halloween Tasks. Къде е това? Ето пак сега тук не мога да видя ли? Трябва да изляза от тук, за да видя къде е. Чак на 700 метра. Я да видя има ли телепорт. Има до и тука. Ма не знам дали е правилния. Айде да пробвам. От тук ако мога да сляза. Добре ще. Добре, става. Шестнайсет левел съм.
Safe travels to you.
Ludwig may have a skull for a face, but her fury was clear enough. If her path crosses ours again, it'll be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. And I plan on hunting her like a rat.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
That might be easier said than done.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power, but we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
That's just a pile of Sokka. Right. The voice in your head that none of us have ever met. I hear dying has some interesting side effects.
Hey, we are all on the same side here, Marius.
You won't find a blessed a thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a page-raku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Day Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will. And all your clues come from one source. You've been following a voice in your head. What do you know about Soppadal? How do you know you can trust them? Then you're gambling with all our lives. Don't expect me to be overjoyed. I'm done here. Do whatever blessed day planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Добре.
Nope.
Махай се от
I
тук.
said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Some things really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what. Whoa, let's all take a breath. It will definitely not come to that.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other.
Дайте да тръгваме. Много се заговорихте пак. Така. Сега на 600 метра е това. А тук не съм идвал.
not our voices.
Кой ме нападна, бе?
That was a close one. Let's finish this.
О, гледайте какво копия намерих.
I can bring back someone to help you. Please, if you just...
Traveler, what business have you here with me?
Careful how you talk to this one. It's got a captive.
Well, what is it? Because they attacked me. Because now, you and I must talk. If you care for her life, we must talk.
Attack. No. Release her or die.
Cruel. Foolish. Just like the others. So be it.
Много ясно, че ще атакувам тая орка. Оха. Това брадва дропна. Лимтейкър. Я да я видя тая брадва. Даже и бонус дава. Трябва да направя после на това апгрейд. Я да видим тая какво продава.
I guess that's that then. He's dead. And I'm... Thank you, Envoy. I'm going to go back to the tower. Might set up shop while I figure everything out. I'll certainly try. Thank you again, Envoy, for everything.
All in a day's work.
Добре, май сега няма да мога да видя какво продава.
Oh, I'll be glad to be out of here.
То великан го думнахме. Бях с някакви други айтеми, по-слаби, ще да е доста труден. Добре, тук друго няма. А я тук мога да се качава. Мех майко, то тъмно станало.
Speed up.
On your left here. Watch your flank.
Give me a second.
As I live and breathe, the faithless envoy. Ludwig finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden through its twisted silver roots. First, we tried the tower first. But the roots swallow, and the roots strangle, and the roots devour. The roots say your name, Envoy. They say you told them to do it. You've done what the roots want. Poison in our veins. Traitor. I know what you are. The roots try to choke the steel garrote, and we will strangle them in return. Cut them. Bleed them.
Oh dear. Be careful. He might be too far gone.
Atak.
Knew it! Knew
Haydi.
it! Knew it! Roots hold you. Roots in your heart. Come and die. We won't let your rot survive. Die as the roots die. Die, traitor! Lay yourself down. Envoy, over here.
Protect the envoy. On the left!
Много ясно, че ще ги избия. Избивам ги наред тук всичките.
I'd say we're on the right track. That island. It must be the garden. So close.
I don't think this broken bridge will help us. Didn't we read about another way into the garden, though? The other path is hidden well. I certainly don't see any way across the acid sea.
I say we have a look around. Follow your divine instincts, and try not to draw unwanted attention. If we get lost, we can ask the wardens for help. Solace Keep is pretty hard to miss. I'll follow your lead.
Така. Сега се оказа, че от тук не може да минем. Защото мостът е паднал. Трябва да отида до това място. Където е оная лава, май там трябва да ида.
We've got company.
Трябва ли сега да ги бия, бе?
Bravo!
This would be a great spot, but there's so many of them.
My. It's rather dusty here, isn't it? How did the dwarves manage?
I wonder what scared these people into building such an imposing fortress.
Как се минава тук, бе?
Outsiders aren't permitted in Solace Keep. Turn your ass around and go back the way you came. Precisely. We don't welcome outsiders in Solace. It's a violation of Tenet 3 of Nandru's 9 Creeds. No person excepting wardens of the Pargrunen shall be granted safe harbor without express permission of the Council, heretofore established by Nandru, the First Warden, or without the attestation of an established, honored Warden of the Keep. That is correct. Without the Solace Council or a warden to vouch for you, your presence in the keep is forbidden. No warden, no keep.
We really will have to drag Marius into this, won't we? The poor dear.
Какво трябва да докара Мариус след тук, бе? За да стане работата. Май... да. Я да апгрейдна тази брадва. Где тя взех? Аз ще играя с нея. Ей, нямам кинт.
gods. Anyone else finding it hard to breathe?
Я да видя на това някакъв енчант, моля да му направя. О, има. Power attack.
Something else, dear. Like how terrible.
Я да видя армора.
The tusk smell.
Трябва да си избера много парти. Мариус и тая. Гиат. Да видим, ще ме пуснат ли да вляза вътре в този замък.
Feet blistered on the rock, the pursuit of rest. Escape be a soul road. Have your hands known this? For what?
Never thought I'd be going back to Galloway's tusks.
И аз нямам ли такова, бе? Абилита. Ого, 4 съм направил. Какво да вдигна? Това ако го вдигна 2 пъти. Масари ранг 4. Готов съм. Хайде да видим. Дано да ме пуснат сега да вляза. Заради чуджето трябва да стане, по принцип.
You again? I told you the first time.
Oh, Foitu Mayu. It's Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
What? Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
Oh, that would be news to me.
You're alive. You. Asshole. You show your face now? Now?
Quench your coals, envoy. Let me handle this.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Jitule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Ianku. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense. I can't allow that. You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the council.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden. Emperor? What's that?
It's their word for a fancy guy in a big gold hat.
I know what that means. I was trying to be sarcastic.
Come on, just for once, consider not being a complete Jatule and let us pass.
You know the position this puts me in. If I let you in, the council will have my head. The traditions of Solace exist for a reason.
Right, to keep you all from thinking for yourselves. Cosmine, Solace Keep is in real danger. Do you truly think I'd come back here for anything less?
God damn it. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
Drawbridges and
Добре.
highways are no defense against the dream.
Това реши да ме пусне най-накрая.
People of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls. Gods. Here we go.
Къде е тук шефа им?
Duty won't feed us, mother. Duty won't keep us from dying.
Я тук ще е добре да разгледам дали има нещо, ама. Ето е, съндък.
I can't wait to see what the council will say.
Друго няма тук. Коя е тази свиня?
Suppose that's edible. Well, not looking forward to it though. Let me see that. I'm so tempted.
But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here.
I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that.
What do you think it means?
What do you think what means?
An outlander.
Don't mean to be.
Абе, не искам да приказвам с тези, бе. Как ми го набутаха?
In...
Is that Marius?
Welcome back to Odica's Nails, an outsider.
The sanctuary of Nandru. Hasn't changed.
What is crowd? An outsider. Nikala understands the importance
The cap...
Ready yourselves.
Бас, колко асансьора има тук?
You do the talking. I'm out of my element.
Къде е този крал? Краля на джуджетата.
We will talk about this later. We have a guest. What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason. I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the Stilgarroth were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solus has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for Solus, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer. Nor I to you. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind. There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy? Mind how you speak of the garden in these halls, envoy.
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru. Enough. I know you Outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider, and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
Мога ли да ги нападна?
Envoy, be practical. You may be uniquely capable, but there are hundreds of us. There are 3 of you. I would expect nothing less from someone like yourself.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
Poor Marius. At least I only had to deal with one politician. He's up against 2.
То сам сега махам се от тук.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way. An explanation, then, for my behavior. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help.
You disagree with her?
Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because Mihala insists duty to the dead means more than the living. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath. I am a realist, as I suspect are you. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
Whatever you're angling for, I'm not interested.
I understand. We have done little to earn your goodwill. The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Then let me speak plainly. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarroth are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. Go then. Seek the Stilgarroth. Seek the garden. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too. I hear she is a death guard. She has died once already and been returned to life by Wodica. Do you believe yourself more powerful than a god?
Minus the living skeleton thing. Though, I guess we're all living skeletons. Right. Wish I hadn't thought about that.
You're looking rather more lifelike than she.
Not for a lack of trying.
I imagine this has something to do with your godlike features? But your relationship with your god is none of my business. In any case, the Stilgarroth are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also,
what is it?
well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives, a monastery dedicated to preserving our history. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Oh, please, look in on them, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius, because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the Envoy. Is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, Envoy. Very well. Good luck on your search for the garden, Envoy. I suspect you will need every ounce of it.
Най-накрая. Бах ти говоренето, бати.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey.
Outsider. She's like helping us out.
An outlet.
Be nice if we could get real food for one.
Така, машини, слагам аз край на това видео тук. Надявам се да ви е харесало. Ако е така, ударете по един палец нагоре. Ако не е, палец надолу, разбира се, и subscribe за YouTube канала ми. Това е за сега от мен. Айде, чао!